And down, this is Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Now Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Gone. Step, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
DC.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Well, Charles, help me break down the Rams here as we get to the home stretch of the season because they still have one of the best records in the NFL. But after that wild Monday night win over KC on November 19th, haven't looked as sharp.
And sometimes when you have a streak that they carry around and they're playing at such a high level offensively, any dip looks like the worst dip in the world. But they have had their struggles. Quarterback Jared Goff, his quarterback rating at Chicago, and then again against Philadelphia in Week 15, definitely took a hit. They have not been the team we have seen before, and teams have figured out a little bit of a formula to make it harder on them offensively. But I wouldn't put it past head coach Sean McVay to get it figured out and get that team back on track. Because once they hit the playoffs, I still think they'll be a team that no one really wants to play.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Goff. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, here's Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 45 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Los Angeles Chargers, you think Week 15, Charles, that win over Kansas City. Look, they're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. This is a team that can make a run in the postseason.
Not only can they make a run in the postseason, their head coach, Anthony Lynn, truly believes in the team because in that win in Week 15, remember, he opted to go for 2 after the late touchdown. It worked, and when they asked him about after the game, he said, it was a no-brainer. With my team, we're going for it. But I'm with you on this team. They're not sneaking up on anyone. Yet they're also going to be a handful for anyone that they're going to play.
And remember, they also beat Pittsburgh in December as well. So this is a team that is very, very talented. Both of those games, by the way, primetime matchups, and the whole nation saw them.
Yeah, the last part, they can go on the road and win. That's a big, big deal because of that defense.
He's got Allen. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Chargers. 44 yards. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. Dancing to his left. He made touchdown, Chargers.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Goff now to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Hey, we got a second here. Let's go back to Week 15 following the win over Green Bay for Chicago. Happiness rained down on the field. The Bears claiming the NFC North title, but one Bear took his celebration to an extreme. I know you saw this.
Yes, I certainly.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Aaron Donald able to drop him for a loss of 4. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's taken it around the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's Goff now on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
17.
Now Goff on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Time for a break. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on fourth down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And Allen's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. From the gun, Rivers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from a yard out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2 for 66.
On the counter, Gurley. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Goff turns and gets to Gurley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. It's gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Goff now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here's Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hey, Delta! White!
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. That's caught at the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. His throw caught right around the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. And I'm going to keep...
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Rams getting set to go now. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will get them 1 closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
To throw is Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. A first down throw here for Rivers. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Rivers. Throw left side, complete. That's Gordon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. To throw, Rivers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Rivers. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And, man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one hand he catches the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
A good pickup there, a 22. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's gone. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
cash, look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. In the middle, you better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young. Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. Got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead places in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand.
Sports as we come to you from the StubHub Center in Carson, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A second down throw for Rivers. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 20 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Throwing, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
26, Cluster. 5-4.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to grow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
2nd down, Rivers. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it in about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Looking sideline, incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a handoff for Gurley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Chargers getting set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Caught by Gates, left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And they're running right through it. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 51 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll try the air now with Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Throwing on third. Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Rivers now from the 50. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Fights him off. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Hey, left.
Back to it after the pick six. Rivers going underneath for Gordon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Orange.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Speaking of Mike Williams, some big games down the stretch for him. Biggest one against Kansas City on that Thursday night, Week 15. 2 receiving touchdowns. Charles also ran one in.
Yeah, not to mention the 2-point conversion that won the game. And this is exactly what they were hoping for when they drafted him number 7 overall in 2017. Missed a lot of time with a back injury, but he is back and with a vengeance, and really is a great compliment to Keenan Allen on the outside.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams that you maybe say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the Rams early, then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, and the Saints, and now, heck, maybe even the Texans or the Bears could claim that moniker.
Yeah, it's going to make for a wild month of January. And you just wonder right now, are we missing a team or two that's just a little bit outside the playoff hunt? Could they get hot and be those teams you don't want to play and carry that momentum all the way to the Super Bowl? Yes, I'm looking at the Indianapolis Colts as one of those teams.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Here we go. We're good. We're good. Cut. They're playing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. 12, 12, 12, 12. Cut.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
3rd and long, it's Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Going up top. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Rivers now to throw on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rivers on first down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there at 22. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. Now Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got...
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Wood. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, 30 yards. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On play action, Rivers is going to float this over the middle deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
12. Hey, go orange. Orange. 12. White.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Super! Orange, orange. Shout.
They are going for it. Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Another carry now for Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Orange. Jester. Harbaugh.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Brandon, this is why play callers get the big bucks. This wasn't a 4th and inches call. You get into situations like 4th and 3, 4th and 4. You got a tough decision to make. Very gutsy play here, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
2 for 1. 12, 12, 12, 12.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap for Gone. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From the gun, here's Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 5. Go. All day.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Now Gordon on 1st down. A strong running. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Rivers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Melvin Ingram able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me, long for them.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long for Rivers.